Hi guys, my name is Nala with Luna Intuitive, coming at you with a reading for the sign of Taurus. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 12th to July 18th. This is going to be a weekly spread. I'm going to pull out 7 cards and give you what I see for the next 7 days. It does not necessarily mean that, hey, Monday if I pull the Fool card, that hey, Monday you're going to be starting a new beginning. It's saying that this energy is intended for the week, okay, the week to come. Do forgive me for my break that I've taken, but I had to focus on myself and the lessons that the universe was bringing me, and balancing and grounding myself and staying grounded. Mercury is still in retrograde. Speech and communication and things like this, and electronics, of course, is off. I recorded your video twice already, so let's see if it goes through this time. All right, so the Nine of Swords energy is the card that pops out during this shuffle for you guys. So it feels like some of you are having some type of anxiety. Some people may be depressed. Some of you may just be having bad dreams, dreams that are intense due to the energy. But whatever the case is, anytime you're in a situation like this, remember that this too shall pass, okay? All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 12th to the 18th. All right, I just heard now shuffle. So here we go. So we have the Page of Staffs, Death, the Knight of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Coins. That Nine of Swords energy definitely came through to this reading. This too shall pass, okay? So, out for the first card, we have the Page of Staffs. What I'm feeling here is that maybe some of you have an idea that you want to start or create something new, okay? You want to have you want to create a new project. You want to create a new idea. You want to start something to do with creativity. This could also be somebody that is very active. You could be active sexually. Clarify this Page of Staff for me, please. Page of Staff, one more. Actually, another one. Okay. Ooh, with the Nine of Wands. Okay. It's an idea. You want to create something. You want to start something. Maybe you guys are active sexually. Okay? But what's happening is now you're keeping, some of you, because there's two sides here, some of you may be keeping your distance, maintaining that boundary. I'm not going to be as active as I normally would be. I'm not going to start this project or, this idea right now. It's like some of you are maintaining that boundary. It's just kind of like up in the air. Your passion is up in the air. You're not acting on it. And then there is the other half of you, or the other part of you, the Taurus, because there's one side and this is two. I'm seeing two sides. So the second half of the Taurus, I'm seeing some of you are being very persistent with acting out on your passions, whether it be, being active sexually, or creating different projects, starting projects, creating ideas, okay? So then we have the Death card out in the place that represents Monday. Now, when I see the Death card, I see this as big changes that are happening. I see this as endings for some of you. But I'm feeling more so like now is the time for you to move on. So if you're starting something, it's like, let's go, let's do it. Move into it, change it, make it happen. Stop procrastination if you are the ones that was maintaining your boundaries. It's like, stop procrastinating, let's go. Now for those of you who were actually acting out on things, it's ending for you, okay? So we got the 7 of Coins out. A lot of you have had patience. So speaking to those of you who were maintaining your boundaries, it's like you was very patient. You did the work that you needed to do, and then you kind of stood back and you watched, you know, you maintained that boundary. You pulled yourself back, you didn't act. And you kind of like just waited to see the results. It was like a delayed reaction. You was waiting for the results. Now, those of you who was actually acting out on your passions and your desires, it's like it's stopping, it's ending, that's done. And now you're the ones that are sitting there waiting to see the outcome of your actions. Okay, so there's 2 sides of you that I'm picking up, with the Knight of Cups coming out in the Tuesday position. This is like you're offering a proposal to someone. Your emotions could be love. You know, it could be something that your heart is in. I see the Knight of Cups as like the Prince Charming, you know, all that glitters. You know, you ever see like the Disney movies and the Prince Charming comes, it's like usually he's like this gorgeous person that glitters, you know, like every time they show him it's like little sparkles around his face. Like this is the type of offer that's being offered. Now, when you think of those offers, are they really worth it? Are they really genuine? Usually it's just something that is a desire, you see. That's how I'm feeling right here. Let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Pardon me. Knight of Cups. And I feel like the universe is watching you. They're seeing what you're doing. I got the Ace of Wands out here. And it's like you're trying to create a new project, or either you have the urge to create. So, you know, maybe this is a genuine offer. You know, it's something that you desire. You know, it's something that, you know, you have the urge to do. I see Wands, I think of sex, and I feel like if you was that Taurus in the beginning that was active, it's like you're offering emotions. Maybe there's emotions there to a situation, whether it be a job or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't have to necessarily be love, even though this is feeling kind of lovey, but it could be a job. You're offering the cup, you know, your energy, because this is something your heart is in. But at the same time, we got this physical. You know, when I see Wands, I mean, Earth is physical, the Pentacles are physical, but when I see Wands, I think of physical activities, such as sex. So it's like you're offering something because maybe you want sex. You know, you want to be active with that person, or you have that desire to be active with that person. You have passion for that person in that way. And if you're the one offering to a job, you're offering some sort of way to better yourself or better the company. Okay? We have the Four of Swords out. This speaks of you retreating, you resting, you allowing yourself to renew your thoughts. They're renewing. You're recovering. You're taking that break. So whatever this offer was, it could have been denied. So now you're reflecting. So while you're taking that rest, you're actually reflecting on maybe your past actions. Because that death card did come out saying like this is an ending to it. It's, you know, it is what it is. And then some of you that had the ones that was waiting for the results, there was some type of, you know, you were denied. So you're resting, you're thinking, you're allowing yourself to renew, build yourself up again, okay? And allow yourself to get balanced. Have the Temperance card out. You want to allow yourself, while you're in this position of rest, you want to allow yourself to have patience, to have self-control, to do things in moderation, and allow yourself to balance your thoughts and your emotions. Be in harmony with them. So on Thursday, we have the Ten of Swords. It's like you're realizing that everything that has happened is a complete and painful situation, and it's done, it's over, it's ended. It's, you know, the death card was approached you, and it was like you were still kind of like just waiting, patiently waiting for the results. You made your offer, and then it was denied. So now you're starting to get the reality that this is done. This is over. Or you've hit rock bottom if it's a job. In the beginning, I did tell you that Nine of Swords energy, this too shall pass. Okay? What I just said. Ace of Cups. I'm feeling more so on the lines of the person that was maybe active, and maybe you're ending your ways. I feel like it was a rejection, no. But whatever the case is, you realize that it's done, it's over, you can't do this anymore. This can't be a situation anymore, it's just finished. And the universe is saying, hey, I think you've learned your lesson. If you was the one that was, you know, acting out. Or I think you've been through enough if you was the person that had the creative ideas. I think you've been through enough. So now we're offering you a cup overflowing. This could be a new baby coming into the situation. And maybe you're ending your ways because maybe somebody is pregnant. This could be a new relationship, a new proposal. You know, Prince Charming did offer his cup, but it was like he was offering that cup, or she was offering that cup, and it felt like it was more physical behind it, more desires, you know, pushed with the desires. But whatever the case is, with that rest that you took and you starting to realize X, Y, and Z, everything ended, and now the universe is saying here. Now, if this is a job, they're offering you something that's going to fulfill your emotions. It's going to fill your cup, and it's going to overflow. Wow. We have a Christian song. I don't know who the person that sings it, but I've heard it once or twice. Fill me up till I overflow. I wanna flow over. I wanna flow over. I'm not a singer, but that's what I'm hearing as I see this cup overflowing. You've learned whatever lessons you had to learn. If you was trying to create something and it wasn't working out the proper ways, you're learning the lessons that needed to come with it to do something better. The door is open for you. Friday we have the Two of Cups. And that's why I keep going back to love. It's not that I forgot about the first set of Taurus that I've heard. It's more so like the reading took that turn for me. But you apply it the way it needs to be applied. If it doesn't fit, let it fly. We got this Two of Cups out after the Ace of Cups. This is romantic love. This is a love partnership. This is a proposal. This is a marriage. It feels like things are starting to balance out. When I see the two, I think of the temperance, the balance. You see the Two Cups? Two cups. And the two cups of temperance is like the cups are filling each other. It's balanced. It's equal. Clarify this two of cups for me, please. Two of cups. We got the page of wands. So there's some passion here. So if you was that Taurus in the beginning that was like, you know, acting out on your desires, you're now having the emotions and the equal give and take with the lust and the desires in your own personal situation. Your situation is now very lusty, very free-spirited. And at the same time, now you could be creative the way you want it to be, because now you're balanced. We have the 10 of coins out, which, okay, clarified by the moon card. So the 10 of coins, this represents, I see this in several ways, stability, family stability, and I see this as leaving a legacy behind. So whatever it is that maybe you was creating that you wanted to create in the beginning, if you was one of those that wanted to create something but you was kind of like holding back a little bit and then you got let down and turned down, it's like boom, it popped back up. Now I want to create it again. Maybe you are creating a legacy for your family, something that's going to allow your family to be stable. Okay, now the two readings ended up merging, which is good. Like I felt like for one side of Taurus and then the other half of Taurus is, now it feels like the energies are merging, and it's like either way, whether you was the creator or the one that was acting out on your desires, everything balanced out in the end. And again, you see the number 10, I see that as balance, you know, stability, leaving behind a legacy, you know, hell, maybe inheritance, you know, maybe somebody's going to inherit something. But either way, it's like you guys are stable. It's Two of Cups energy. So y'all have the love, and now y'all have the finances, y'all have the stability. This is the perfect thing, as well as the lust in between the two of you. So that's a good thing. The only thing is, this moon card came out. I feel like a lot of you need to trust your intuition. I feel like maybe there will be some unseen problems, but I don't feel that it's anything that you can't handle. I'm going to pull one more card for that. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles with the Moon card. Okay. So we have the Hangman. So if there's going to be some unseen problems, you need to allow yourself to trust your intuition so that you can get the wisdom that's needed. You want to allow yourself to be able to be put into a situation where you might have to sacrifice something of yourself for the greater good. The unseen problem. And or whatever problems come to you, don't react the way you normally would react. Get a different perspective when it comes to that situation. But that's for July 12th to the 18th. Let's pull an angel card. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pay attention to your dreams. In the beginning, you pulled, well, I pulled, when I was shuffling, the Nine of Swords, which I said some of you are maybe having nightmares. Pay attention to your dreams. So the prayer for this card is, thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me to enjoy a wonderful, restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as a teacher, as my guide, as my healer. Please allow me to understand this, whatever it is, on a spiritual level and give me guidance. So, I think the reading fits. So those of you who are having the nightmares, Archangel Michael, ask for the help. Ask for the healing, the guidance, and the ability to understand the dreams on a spiritual level so that you can move forward. Whatever it is that's going to be the unseen issues that you're going to have to probably give a little of yourself or do things differently or gain a different perspective with. I don't feel that it's anything that's going to hurt you. I feel like it's going to better you for the greater good, for your greater good, if that makes sense, Alright, so that's what I have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for July 12th to the 18th. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so now. And thumbs up the video if this is something you like. Peace.